Hello students, I was doing the last chapter. In my last video, I have started with the Amazon basin up to animal life I have done. Today, I will start with the population, then indigenous culture, etc. The remaining part today I will do in the video. Now, as we have discussed that the Amazon is the home to a wide variety of animals and it's a huge area. So there are over 400 species of mammals, 300 species of reptiles and hundreds of species of birds. Now, so far as population is concerned, the Amazon basin is sparsely populated and the majority of the population lives in the large cities that lie along the Amazon and its major tributaries such as Iquitos, which is in Peru, and Manaus and Belém, that is in Brazil. So as it is a forested region, so most of the people they live in the city areas. There are scattered settlements in the interiors of the forest. So quite natural, very few people will be living in the forest, and that too the population is very much scattered. Scattered means it is very less and here and there. In the interiors of the forest where many indigenous tribal groups live. Indigenous means that they are the more or less the original inhabitants. That means they have been living from the very beginning. They are known as the indigenous. That means the original inhabitants of that place. Apart from a wide variety of indigenous language, many of which are slowly dying out, the main language spoken are Portuguese and Spanish. So, as it is the indigenous people, that means the original inhabitants living there, they must be having their own some very old type of languages. But the main languages spoken are Portuguese and Spanish. Now we will discuss about what is the indigenous culture there. There are around 400 indigenous tribal groups together known as the Amerindians. Together this group of people known as the Amerindians that live in the Amazon rainforest. And so how many people? The 400 indigenous groups are there. 400 indigenous group of people live together and together they are known as the Amerindians that live in the Amazon rainforest. Each tribal group like the Yanomana, Wajape and Kayap has its own distinct languages. So all these different tribal groups, they have their own language. Especially the tribal groups, they are the Yanomana, Wajape and Kayapo. So these are the indigenous or the original inhabitants who have been living for a long period in the Amazon rainforest. They have their own distinct language, culture as well as area, that is territory. While many tribal groups have been displaced by outsiders for their land and resources. But it is as we have seen that in India also the forest regions which were inhabited by the indigenous people. Now when the Britishers came for the purpose of plantation, for the purpose of setting industries, they removed these people or the tribal people from this region. So here also many tribal groups have been displaced. That means they has been removed by the outsiders, those who came here as settlers or the powerful people who came here, they removed them for land and resources. Some still, in spite of that, many have been removed, but some still live there as their ancestors did thousands of years ago. So they have been living there for thousands of years since their ancestors. So they have a very emotional attachment with that place. So they don't like to leave their original place. The indigenous people rely on the rainforest for its product and resources and protect the environment in the rainforest. Now as these people live in the interior regions of the forest, so they consider the Amazon rainforest as God and they live on the products and resources that they get from the Amazon rainforest. So as they are getting lot of resources from this Amazon rainforest, now it becomes their responsibility to protect the Amazon rainforest also. But here most of the children in the Amazon rainforest, they do not go to school. Instead of, they are taught how to survive in the forest. So they are taught the survival skill, that how they will survive in the forest region, and they learn how to use local plants for food and medicine, because they do not have the accessibility to go to the city area. So they live in the forest and they get acquainted with the culture or with the skills that are required to live in the forest. So most of the children, they do not go to the school, rather they are taught to be acquainted with the skills which are required to survive in the Amazon rainforest. Today, most indigenous groups lead a settled life along the river and its tributaries. So previously, these indigenous people, they were moving in the forest like nomads, but today they have more or less started to lead a very settled life. And where they are living, they have started growing grains, vegetables and fruits, and some tribes continue to be hunter gatherers. So still there are some group of people who are hunter gatherers. Hunter gatherers means they survive, they sustain by killing animals, and they are hunters and gatherers. That means they gather, they are not food producers, they gather food from the forest and they keep on hunting animals for meat and other things, mainly meat. So they have to survive in the forest. So by killing animals and by gathering or collecting fruits and foods, roots, shoots from the forest, anyhow they because they have learned the skills how to live in the forest. They follow a nomadic lifestyle. Nomadic lifestyle means a type of people who do not have a settled life, they do not have a settled settlement, and they move here and there to in search of food and shelter. So such type of people are known as the nomads. Using tools such as spears, poison tipped arrow. So these weapons, these tools, they require for killing the animals. For example, the spear, then the poison tipped arrow. So when they kill animals with the help of the arrow, at the tip of the arrow they put some poison, so that immediately it gets hit to the animal, as it pierces the animal's body, the whole body get poisoned. So it will be the animal will lie down there itself, animal will be killed, and it will be easy for them to catch the animals. And blow darts to fish and hunt. So blow darts are also there, which they used for fishing. Now, so far as agriculture is concerned, the soil of the rainforest is not very fertile and therefore not naturally suitable for agriculture. So this soil, it is not fertile, so we know that for proper agriculture, fertile soils are required. Despite these, Amazonians, that means the people who live there, have been able to practice a form of slash and burn for shifting agriculture for a long time. Dear students, hope all of you know what is slash and burn. Still I tell you, it's a type of primitive fashion of agriculture in which the people who do this, they do not lead a settled life. They lead a nomadic life. It's a primitive method, as I already said. So at first, this type of agriculture is practiced in heavily forested region. So a group of people, what they will do, they will go and clear a part of a forest. A small area they select. At first they will clear the forest. That means they cut. That is slash. After that, the small trees that are there, they set it on fire. As they set it on fire, if there are any small insects or animals, they will run away from there. And the ashes that are formed by burning the trees, it is used as manures. So at first what they will do, they will cut, that is slash, and then they will burn. After that, as they are very poor people, they do not use the sophisticated methods of cultivation, they will scatter or disperse some seeds. And they do not have any irrigation facilities also, so they will have to depend upon the rain. When rainfall will be there, and they sow the seeds, after a certain time, when the crops grow, it is matured, then they will start harvesting. So in this way, they carry on the type of agriculture. They are very poor people, so they cannot use any sort of pesticides or fertilizers, nothing. So in this way, they carry on the agriculture on that plot of land for 2 to 3 years. Because as you know, every day you have your food, so that you get energy. You again next day you work, you get food, you get energy. Similarly, the land needs some sort of fertilizers. But these people are very poor, they cannot afford to buy fertilizers. So they go on continuing agriculture on that plot of land for 2 to 3 years. After that, the land loses its fertility. So they move on to another plot of land. There again they follow the same practice. That is why it is also known as shifting agriculture. That means they keep on shifting from one place to another. So this is known as shifting agriculture or slash and burn agriculture. So today I will do up to this. Next day we will start from explaining. I have already explained, but from the book I will explain that what is the slash and burn. Till then, all of you take care of yourselves, stay safe, stay healthy. Goodbye.